Hey guys, Steve here at Audit 360, and we're going to be doing a local audit for a local business here, Hillsborough Inlet Fishing Center. Actually, it's not them; it's for a drift boat called the Helen S. Right here. So it's Fish City Drift Fishing, Helen S Fishing. Now, I've actually I had access to their Google My Business a while back, and I posted just a few pictures. They weren't necessarily a client, but I know them, so I was just helping them out. But this video is actually going to be for them, so to kind of spare them time, I'm just going to dive right in right now for them, and I'm going to start speaking as if I'm speaking to them. But if you're just getting this video on the channel, feel free to go through this video, and maybe learn a few tips, tricks, whatever. So this is a local Google My Business and a local business website audit. Not necessarily complete audit. We're not crawling a website or anything and looking for title tags and all that stuff. This is just kind of going to be in the lingo that a local business owner would understand. Like, that's how I do business when it comes to SEO and driving traffic and helping local businesses understand the internet. It's just very simple things that we can do over the course of time so everyone can understand it. If you start getting into all that stuff, no one understands it. No one honestly needs to hear it. They just need to know how they're going to make more money from you doing what you do. At least that's what I think anyway. So anyway, we're going to kick this off. So I'm talking to Liz, I'm talking to Skip. So we're here right now with you guys. I already kind of went over with Liz the reviews. Obviously, you want to be better than this on the reviews. You can't really help that unless you pay a lot of attention to it. Whatever. I know it's the line of work you guys are in. You're going to have people who, they don't catch a fish. They're going to be unhappy. There's not much you can do about that. And I've actually seen a lot of reviews on different drift fishing and even charter fishing, and they're not all 5 stars. So it's obviously a hard business to get fish. It is a hard business to get fish, but it's obviously a hard business to get all 5-star reviews, and to be able to control that. But one thing that you guys aren't doing, that don't feel bad, a lot of businesses aren't doing, is that even though the people are leaving you reviews, you have 37, they're not all being responded to. Now, I actually went in here and responded to some for you guys when I noticed that, but I told Liz, and she's going to start going through here and actually responding to some of these. You want to focus on the ones right away that are bad. I think it's just speculation that Google wants to see you respond to those a little bit faster than the more positive reviews. But all in all, you want to respond to all of these reviews because Google looks at it as an interaction between you and your customers. So if they're coming here to leave information, good or bad, if they're giving you the opportunity to respond to these people and you don't, they just look at that as you're, for whatever reason, not responding to your customers. You don't care, or you're too busy, or whatever it is, but they want to see that response. They want to see responsiveness, and it'll drive you higher. If you're doing it and the competitor isn't, you get a boost out of it. So why not do it? It's a simple thing to do. Once you get all those corrected, it'll be once or twice every once in a while. I don't know how many. You've been in business forever and you only have 37 here. I would get more and make it something you have to do more. That'll help you. I think one of these other businesses like Deep Sea or something, I think they had 500 reviews. So if you get those reviews, that's going to help you get more business. And obviously, if they're positive, that's going to drive you up too. Don't worry about these. These are from other sources. You can work on those in the future or whatever, but that's not going to hurt you right now. Not a big deal. Google doesn't care about those. All right, so moving forward, yeah, the pictures, we could take care of the pictures. Obviously this is something I could do, but you want to keep posting pictures of stuff like this, right? It's not the greatest picture in the world, but it doesn't have to be. Again, it goes back to you being an active business. If Google sees you posting pictures, if Google sees you, let's see, posting, I've made posts for you guys. I don't see one here, probably fell off. Excuse me, but if Google sees you making posts on your Google My Business, if Google sees you adding pictures every so often, doesn't have to be every day, right? Just maybe more than the competition, more than the competitors. Then again, it goes back to the same thing as responding to Google people, Google reviews. It just shows you're responsive and shows that you're an active business. Just out there doing whatever. Google sees what you're doing, and if they can see what you're doing, then that means the customers can see what you're doing, and potential customers can see what you're doing, and you see where that goes. You see why they look at that. So that's that. Now, if you go to the website, you see Google features this here. So it's important that you have an operable website. I mean, I think that's almost just common sense, but I'm just going to say it anyway, especially when it goes to the Google My Business listing. As powerful as that is by itself, it's still part of Google. They want you to have a working website because that's where most of your information is going to be. And as you can see here, when I click it, it goes somewhere. I've never seen this before. It looks like, yeah, so you have a short link that someone deactivated. So what we're actually going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and fix that once this loads, which is taking a minute. It's taking a long time. Okay, there we go. It wasn't taking that long before. You don't have much on the site to load, so I'm actually going to go back right now. Or I'm sorry, I'm actually going to go into going in the other screen, guys. Give me a second. I want to fix this right now because it just occurred to me. This is actually like the second time I'm going through this. So it just occurred to me that what was going on there, and then I can fix this quickly. I thought it was something with, let me see, go to info. Sorry guys, I'm on the other page right now doing this stuff, and only because I'm in the back end of their business, I don't want to reveal anything. So what I'm actually going to do is just replace that link for them, because someone put a short link in there, which is technically like Bitly or something. So you put a link in, and it's kind of like if you had a domain and set up a redirect. I don't know why they would do that. I guess they just wanted to go through the Hillsboro fishing thing to get there. Alright, so I'm input that in, and that should begin to take effect. Actually, I don't know when it'll take effect, because sometimes Google does a pending review. So let's see if they allowed that to take effect. Looks like it's thinking about it, unless that's just the internet doing what it's doing usually, acting up. It looks like it's trying to process that, and we're waiting, and we're waiting. I'm seeing it spinning up in the tab above. You guys can't see it. Okay, site can't be reached. It's still trying to go to this. I'm just gonna try one. Okay, it's still activating shortly. Google's just seeing, probably because we made a few changes. I know one of the other changes we made was the information. You guys didn't have anything in the info set up, so I just kind of copied some of the information you had here and put it in your info to complete the listing, because the listing wasn't actually even complete. I think it was like 60% complete, so I did that. But Google's probably seeing these changes, and it's probably just triggering a review for every change now. So anyway, moving forward, so we get to the website here. Obviously it needs work. You know, the wood grain, it's very 70s and 80s-ish. You know, we got to get rid of that. Essentially everything you have here, even the domain, you don't want the domain. You want something, I think, with some keywords in it. So if you look at, jumping to the competitors now, if you look at the competitors, right, fishing headquarters, deep sea fishing, sea legs, that's a little long, but deep sea legs, you don't need it. But deep sea fishing, you know, these are keywords that are in their domains. You know, a lot of people speculate that that doesn't matter, but I'm seeing a lot of websites with a lot of garbage on them that are ranking ahead of websites that don't have as much garbage on them, simply because they have what's called an exact match domain, which is like, so if you were drift fishing, so if it was like driftfishing.com, you would rank higher than someone who did all this work on their website and was called it was called Hillsboro Inlet Fishing Center.com. You know what I mean? So that's what that is. But now go into your competition. So this is the part it's the biggest. Okay, their websites, listen, not much better. Okay, look at this, for instance. So this is fishing headquarters. They are dominating Fort Lauderdale. Here are some of the metrics. This is actually sea legs. So look at the metrics I have on a tool here. This is 4,000 keywords. So they're ranking for that. Okay, that's diving in too deep. Organic traffic, here's something you understand. 3.5 thousand visitors a month. Now this is a tool, this is an estimate. It could be higher, it could be lower than this, but 3,000 approximately a month, and gaining. Okay, plus 134. We're going into the winter season, so I got, maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys have more traffic, you know, snowbirds come down, I'm not sure, but yeah, 3,000 people a month. And you guys were registering at about 0 when I checked, probably because that whole redirect issue, and it's not showing up anywhere, so no one would actually find it. So that's a problem. But they're getting 3,000. Here's Sea Legs, they're getting 1,000. Okay, so you got, you know, give or take, you say 4,500, you know, potential customers there that you're not getting access to. Oh, I'm sorry. God, I did it again. 1.2 thousand. I'm sorry. It's 525. So 525. So 4,000. Okay, I was right anyway. So you got 4,000, you know, potential people that aren't finding you. They're going to these people. Okay. Now these guys you might have already seen. Like if Skip knows them, especially, they apparently have other charter boats, not just a drift boat. But they have a drift boat, and if you see on the charters page, which takes forever to load, that no, it's not charter request. No, I don't want to. Oh man, see, this is why this is why a bad site can be a problem. Because if I'm sitting here, if I click the wrong thing, I have to wait 3 to 5 seconds for it to. Okay, here's their drift boat. All right, here's their page. Really simple stuff, guys. I mean, this isn't. And this is all dated too. The color scheme, it's all, you know, but they're getting traffic, and let me show you why. Okay, this is a little bit over your head, but I'm going to tell you guys anyway. All right, these are the words that Google kind of assigns to your site. I'm going to try to explain this in like a really, really layman's term. These are the terms that Google kind of assigns to your site. Okay, so when someone says Fort Lauderdale fishing, Google's saying, I'm going to put you #1 for Fort Lauderdale fishing. If someone types that in, I'm putting you #1 because, you know, whatever, you have the, you know, the most information on your site about Fort Lauderdale fishing. You're a business in Fort Lauderdale that does fishing. You're the most active, whatever. There's a many reasons why you get that, but Google assigns these to you, and then they rank you with the other businesses or the other pages on the internet based on that. And look at Fort Lauderdale 111111122231211. They're killing it, and that's why they have 3,000 visitors a month or more. Okay. But look at their terms. Fishing headquarters. Okay, if you see these kind of terms, listen, that's their site, right? Fishing headquarters. But if I went in here and I saw fishing headquarters, all kinds of fishing headquarters stuff in here, I'd say, okay, they're getting a lot of traffic, but it's all direct. People are looking for fishing headquarters, and that's why they're trying to find them. But they're not. They're deep sea fishing. I mean, look at that, the volume on this keyword each month. 14,000 people in the world are typing deep sea fishing, and they're going to these guys' sites 109 times. You know, that's a lot of leads, man. That's a lot of potential customers. Now, some people could be going to them for whatever reason, but here's the way this works. If you're looking up deep sea fishing in, you know, the west coast of the country, you're probably not going to have this site come up, right? It's 15th. That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for information or something like that. But if you get down to South Florida and you go down to your hotel and it's in Fort Lauderdale and you type in deep sea fishing, and Google senses this is what you're looking for as a local business that provides it, you're probably going to see these guys. Okay, and that's probably why they're getting the traffic that they are. There's people looking for it. Fort Lauderdale deep sea fishing, Fort Lauderdale. These are the things you want to show up for, not your business name all the way down here. You want to show up for just general terms, generic terms. I want someone to go online before I close the Hell NS thing, but I want someone to go online and not be looking for Hell NS. Yeah, sure, they're going to find me because there's no other boat called Hell NS in Pompano. But I want someone to go Pompano fishing and find Hell NS. I want someone to look for fishing in Pompano and find Hell NS. Drift fishing Fort Lauderdale. I want them to find Hell NS. Yeah, I know it's Fort Lauderdale. Who cares? We can outrank these guys in Fort Lauderdale. It may not be right away because we got a lot of work to do, but the point is why not? We're right here. We can service the same clientele. Okay? We can kill this website. And that's where you want to be, and that's where you can be. Okay? But these are the kind of things you have to pay attention to at first and know, okay, here's what the competition is doing. This is why they're crushing me. Now, another one that Liz brought up was this new one right here. Okay, Fair Harbor. I guess this is a new boat down here, and I guess they're in Pompano, so they're right near you guys, and this is a problem. Now, I want you to notice something. They're marked as Wildwood Crest, New Jersey. Okay, when I went to look for them on Google to find their Google My Business, because that's usually where I start with a local business, I couldn't find them. Why? Because they're still registered as a business in New Jersey. Shh, don't tell them. Because once you do, they're going to fix that, and they're probably going to make a separate listing. The point is they're not going to be that much of a direct competitor to you locally because Google's looking at them and thinking they're in New Jersey. Okay, now after a while it might start assigning them a Google My Business, but actually, hold on, no, I think if I'm correct, let me see. I think I looked them up. Cape Sea Excursions. Cape Sea Excursions. Let me see. I think they don't come up. Yeah, so they're up there. I mean, they don't even have a Google My Business listing for their own business in New Jersey. If I go to their website, yeah, for Wildwood Crest. So they're all about New Jersey. So I understand their new boat, and listen, they get a ton of traffic. I don't know if I ran them. I ran them through, yeah, but and they were doing well. Listen, they get a lot of traffic, but it's probably in New Jersey. And here's the thing: look at what's going on down here, right? They have a lot of information on here. It's all questions and answers. It's normally called an FAU. It's normally called an FAQ, right? Frequently asked questions. And what happens, think about websites like this. Think about websites like Quora. Okay? They get millions of visitors a day. It's people asking and answering questions. All right? That's called content. Do you guarantee that I will catch a fish? Do I need to keep the fish I catch? You want to have a page with all this stuff on here. All right? Because Google's going to look at this and go, hey, they're taking this question and they're answering it. Remember when people would leave you reviews and I said you guys got to respond to the reviews? Google looks at this stuff the same way, except this is more content based, which means if someone's looking for a charter down in Pompano Beach, okay, and let's say there's 4 drift boats in and around Pompano Beach, all right? I'm just throwing that number out. If there's 4 drift boats and your website has a bunch of these questions and answers on there and no one else does, Google's going to favor you because they're going to consider you more informative about drift boat fishing in and around Pompano Beach, or just even in general. You could start to rank across the state or across South Florida because you're providing all of this information about drift boat fishing. Someone who's coming to South Florida, searching in Michigan or something, right? Google has to work a little bit harder to try and figure out what they're looking for and if they're going to be coming down here. So you want to pop up. So the more this stuff you have on there, I guarantee you, because they have all this, they're probably getting traffic from other states, people who aren't even going to freaking go to New Jersey, just because they have this information on there. And people might be, hey, what happens if it rains if I go on a charter boat? That's a pretty generic question that a lot of people are probably going to ask, right? And if that question isn't even out there that much, hell, Google might look and hey, they're the only website that's answering it, so I'm going to send them there. That's what we want to do. We want to find these questions and answer. We want to create content, create videos, create pictures. I mean, look, it's a big picture, man. It's not a bad picture. You know what I mean? That's what you want to do. So if you guys have any additional questions, I know that was really quick, and like I said, it wasn't all that in depth. Oh, here's one more thing. Functionality. So check this out. So if you look up here, right, here's their link. This is their homepage. I'm going to go to the FAQs, right? Remember we just discussed how important FAQs could be? Let's go to the FAQs. Oh, it's not the FAQs. It's the Contact Us page. This is what we're up against, which is essentially nothing. The only problem is you're getting 0 traffic to your website. These guys are getting over 1,000 clicks a month, for things that don't work right and really, really generic stuff. So we can fix this. But it's some of this stuff is going to be quick because the competition is weak. Some of it's going to take a little bit more time. But if you're doing okay business now, think about how much more business you can do if we start adding 1,000 more visitors a month. How many of those will be on the boat fishing? Just that quick, you can get to 1,000. How much more business could that be? I don't know. It's your business, but I would like to find out. So you guys let me know what you want to do. And for anyone else listening right now, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section. Again, I'm sorry this wasn't fully detailed. This was more really, really high level overview for the business. But if anybody has any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Thumbs up if you liked it and you want me to do more of these. Maybe you have a business and you want me to do this for you. I'd be happy to. Just leave that in the comment section below. And I will see and talk to you guys later.